One for them as well. And because of the way of things, in September we will be returning the parish news for Kington, Huntington and Titley. Advice has changed, things can move, so we can now produce our normal parish magazine. And if you have anything that you would like to include in it, please could you submit it to Frida by this time next week, because next Sunday is the absolute deadline for it. We're planning to produce the September Parish News on the 30th of August, the 5th Sunday in the month, when there's group service here. So if you've got an article for it, and we've had some lovely articles in Not the Parish News, so please do keep them coming for the Parish News itself, then please to Frida by next Sunday. Also next Sunday, our service here in Kington will not just be live streamed on our Facebook page or whatever it is we live stream it on, it's YouTube I think, isn't it? Never mind. It will also be the live stream service for the diocese. The Director of Communication caught me in a moment when I was vulnerable, and I said yes. What a mistake, but never mind. So next Sunday's service from here will be live streamed for the diocese. And finally, one last little note this morning. On Saturday, the 29th of August, so that's whatever it is, Bishop Richard, our new bishop, is on a pilgrimage around the borders of the diocese, and his pilgrimage around the borders of the diocese will take him to Huntington, and he will be there on the 29th of August at 2 p.m. Now, socially distancing an awful lot of people in Huntington is challenging, to say the least. So if you'd like to meet the bishop and you'd like to go to Huntington, great, but you'll probably end up in the churchyard, so just be warned. There will be a short service which he will be leading at 2 o'clock on Saturday the 29th of August. And if you haven't heard it before, you heard it here first. So now would you please stand as we gather together. Heaviness may endure for a night,
but joy comes in the morning.
God has been our refuge and our strength.
Present help in time of trouble.
Dear friends, we have come together on this day to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the day when the sounds of war fell silent across the world. We come together conscious of our need for God's forgiveness, for the sin and the desire to dominate others that leads to conflict between people and war between nations. And as we remember the many soldiers, sailors and airmen who gave their lives restraining evil and opposing tyranny, so we also come in thanksgiving for the years of peace that the family of nations have enjoyed since the Second World War. We gather joyfully and thankfully today, as those who gathered on that first victory day, glad of each other's company, and grateful for the laughter and love that follow times of sadness and loss. But above all things, let us pray that God's will may be done on earth as it is in heaven, as we join our voices together and say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Please do be seated for our readings.
The Old Testament reading is from Micah chapter 4, verses 1 to 4. Peace and security through obedience. In days to come, the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established as the highest of the mountains, and shall be raised up above the hills. Peoples shall stream to it, and many nations shall come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, that he may teach us his ways, and that we may walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth instruction, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He shall judge between many peoples, and shall arbitrate between strong nations far away. They shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. But they shall all sit under their own vines and under their own fig trees, and no one shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord of hosts has spoken. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. We use the short responsory at the top of page 4 of the Order of Service. Your salvation is near to those who fear you.
That glory may dwell in our land.
Mercy and truth have met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other.
That glory may dwell in our land.
Righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Steadfast love and faithfulness go before you.
Your salvation is near to those who fear you.
That glory may dwell in our land.